Mistakes can be made. Mistakes that can be corrected is fine. Mistakes that cannot be corrected, what do we do to such mistakes? There are some things that will happen. There's nothing you can do about it. There are some that will happen. There are something that you can do about it. But anyways, here is mine. I'm going to talk about 4 mistakes that I've made so far, or that I made while starting out, and hopefully it saves you that pain or that time that you would have to waste, just like me, by making those mistakes. So number one mistake that I made while starting out to learn how to code was that I didn't let anybody know. What do I mean? I wasn't posting on Twitter, on LinkedIn, or Instagram, or wherever, TikTok. Nobody knew. I was writing code for a very long time. Nobody knew. How I was able to do it was just that I had some people. When I say nobody knew, I don't mean my immediate friends. Of course, they are seeing me. I'm showing them, oh, see what I do, see what I do. But that doesn't mean that they wouldn't employ me for anything. They don't have a need for me. Now, I mean, outside my circle, people who actually need my service doesn't know that this is what I do. Now, at a point in my life, these friends are friends that I made outside. They would get gigs. And they would give me, oh, hey, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me to do it? And they will pay me. And I'll be like, why is it that I don't know how to do these things, that even know how to do what they are doing and giving me what they cannot do, I don't get the job? Why is it I don't get this job? And then it occurred to me that, okay, nobody knows what I do. Nobody knows me. People know them. People know what they do. And people reach out to them. And that was when I started to say, oh, what group? Hey, can you add me to any group? Can you add me to group and all that? But then, today, if you are starting out, don't be like me. I don't want to dwell on that, but don't be like me. Post what you are doing. Post what you are learning. Let people see it. Let people see that you are learning something. Let people know what you are working on. And just talk about it. And people will see your progress. They will cheer you. And offer would come from that. The offer can come from there. As long as they know what you are doing, if they need it, they will contact you. So number 2, I already mentioned, the next problem was that I was not in any group. Until what I said happened. I was not in any group. When I started programming, I didn't have any social group that we were learning together. Like, oh, we're learning together. So if I had some people that were learning together, it would have broadened my reach. I was just this on my own, learning, reading books, reading programming books. And then, we have programming on YouTube. I go to YouTube. We have Udemy. I go to Udemy. And I was learning and, writing code. But then, at the end of the day, I was not anywhere, number one, where I could see a job offer. Or where maybe internship or something. Internship is something I will talk about in another video. But then, I was not anywhere. Like, I don't belong to any club or anything on what I was getting into. So, that was another big mistake that I had. So, for you, who is just starting out, or who has been there, who might be struggling like me, number one, I have this skill, but no job. Put yourself out. Join groups, join different platforms for what you do. Programming, you have different programming languages, for example. So you cannot be writing React and you are in a Java group or JavaScript, I would say. You cannot be writing C# and you are in a Rust group and you expect to get jobs from there. Not possible. So after I discovered my problem, why I wasn't even getting anything from anybody, nobody knew me, then I realized that, I wasn't talking about what I'm doing. For instance, I can build a simple website. I can build maybe an e-commerce website. At that time, I build an e-commerce website or whatever. I have people doing business around me that, I can just go say, hey, can I put up a website for you so that you can move your local business online? Maybe for free. My mom sells something. I could set up an online shop for my mom. And then my mom could advertise me. Oh, my son said this thing up. But those things never came to me. Like, those things just doesn't come to me at all. I'm just there. Nobody knows what I'm doing. Besides, like I said, my friends who don't care about what I'm doing, they're just like, oh, maybe I'm just wasting my time. I got it to them. I'm just wasting my time. So I didn't talk about it. Number one, like I mentioned, on social media where it could reach more people. I also didn't talk about it to people who are close to me, who might actually be interested in what I'm doing, who maybe if I offer some free services could link me up to people who would actually pay for what I'm doing. I didn't do that. And then finally, when I got into some groups, I was still quiet because I felt like I'm a beginner. When you join groups and you begin to see the kind of questions that are asked on those platforms that you have no idea of, that you've not even gotten to that part, you'll be like, oh, this thing even exists? Wow, I never knew. You now start to feel somehow again. Maybe you don't even know enough. Maybe, you are just starting out. You maybe this is not even for you. Maybe in your head already, because you can do one small website, you already feel like, oh, on top of the wall, I know how these things work. I can explain it to you. But then, when we go deeper, you realize that now. But then I think at the end of the day, we all realize that everybody feels that way at some point. Everybody feels that way. A senior in this place might be a junior in another place. So at the end of the day, I mentioned these 4 things, and I'm just going to put a counter to it, which is 1, if you start programming, please talk about it. Talk about it. Post about it on your social media. Talk about what you are doing on LinkedIn, on Twitter, anywhere. Comment on other people's posts that is talking about what you are doing. Engage them, meaningful comment, not just commenting for engagement's sake. Talk about, if somebody posts something and you have some knowledge about it, you can talk about it, further the discussion. You also talk about what you are doing. It doesn't matter, I used to see people say 100 days of code, day 1 of 100 days of code, day 2, day 3, and they just post, and people just see that, oh, this person is doing this. And even for me, when I go to LinkedIn sometimes, I see people, oh, I'm learning something, I learned something new in Laravel. The person just posted it, I will read it. Even though I don't use Laravel, but I will read it, I will say, what is this new thing that this person does now? And I try to get that. Then, please join groups. Make sure you join groups that actually talk about the things that you do, or the groups that are about the things that you do. Like I said, you cannot be writing Java and joining a C++ group. What are you going there to do? Do you want to go and do competition on which programming language is best? Which one is faster? So make sure you join groups that people of similar interests is there, because when you are looking for a Java developer, they will post it mostly in the Java group, not in the C++ group, even though you might come there. But make sure you join groups of people that have similar interests. Then talk about what you do. Talk about it on social media, and also talk about it to people around you. You can offer free service too, like I was thinking. But now, I don't know about free service, but you can offer services to people. You can turn one small local shop, offline shop to an online shop. And then that is something you can point out in an interview and say, yes, I did this. This person is building this. I came and I offered a solution, and the person bought it. Because, when you go to an interview, it's not just about the code that you write. It's about the problem solving. Nobody is hiring you to come and write code. I won't hire you if I have a company, for example, and I want to hire. I'm not hiring you to come and write code for me. I need you to solve a problem. For example, if I have that my website is slow, I want to hire you to solve the problem to make my website fast. Whatever you write is your business. But that is not what I'm hiring. I'm hiring you to solve a particular problem. So those things can stand as what you will use as, oh, I solved this problem for this person. I solved this problem. Maybe, whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be an e-commerce website. Maybe a simple landing page. Oh, this person needed a landing page, and I provided this awesome landing page with good SEOs, accessibility. Boom. That's something. That's awesome. And you get that. So you build things that Even when you put them, when somebody comes online, comes to your portfolio, they can see that. Then the next one, or the final one, is always not participating in anything. Not participating in anything. And it's something that sometimes it still haunts me. I see myself in so many groups now that I just can't keep up. I just can't keep up. There's so many groups. So, but I would advise that you stay in groups that you can actually participate, because sometimes it is based on your participation that people will reach out to you. When you, for example, you solve problems on, let's say, Flutter, for example, and somebody needs, maybe they need a Flutter developer. They'll be like, oh, there's this guy in the group, or there's this girl in the group that always, solves this problem. They always talk about Flutter. And boom, they reach out to you. I have somebody like that in one of my group. This person, once you talk about Node.js, this person is there. And then anybody that has a Node problem, most of the time, they will tag him because they want him to talk about it, because he's only talking about Node. And then I'm sure, I'm not in his private DM, that when people have a business solution that they need and it involves Node, they will DM him. They will DM him. Even I myself, due to some answers I provided in some group, people will reach out to me, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Just because I answered some question, and they will just tag that question and reply privately to me because of that. So participate in the group, add value, offer value. Yes, that is what it simply means. Participating is you adding value back to that group or whatever you are, maybe a Discord channel, maybe a Telegram channel, maybe WhatsApp, whatever place you are. Add value. And finally, add value. Even though I would say that's a mistake that I made, but make sure you add value wherever you are. So, with all these things that I've said, if you put them in place, you'll be in a better position than I was. You don't have to keep thinking, why are you not getting jobs? Even a side gig or something, just like I was thinking back then before you get something. So put yourself out, do something that people can see. I actually did do something, but nobody was seeing it. Do something that people can see, and also show it to people. Let people know. Then participate. And then, hopefully, because nothing is guaranteed, hopefully it is not like me. And you get to where you need to be. So if you got to this point of this video, I just want you to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, comment, tell me what you think about this. And then, yeah, that's just it. And I will see you in the next video.